Major migration happening in Kenya right now. When we talk about migration in Kenya, we are talking about wildebeest migration, moving from one side of Kenya, going all the way to Tanzania. But now, right now, we're not talking about migration of wildebeest. We're talking about people migrating from one political party to another, from one coalition to another. And the migration that hit the headline during the previous week is the move of Martha Karua to Azimio la Umoja. And another question I want to ask you okay, let's play people this video of Martha Karua moving into Azimio, and this is what she had to say. Rakim?
I'm here to confirm that from now onwards, NARC Kenya and I are supporting the Azimio presidential candidate, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. And this is without any equivocation. I have said time and again, and NARC Kenya believes in this, that as we move forward, we must look for leaders who have a demonstrated track record of being selfless, of putting the interests of the nation above theirs. People who can fulfill promises, because it's easy to make promises during campaign. But we know that without integrity in leadership, without safeguarding public resources, all those promises will amount to nothing. While acknowledging that no side has only saints, all sides have people who may have looted in the past, all sides have people who do not believe in the rule of law, and all sides have good people. I've been looking keenly and I've been able, without much struggle, to identify a critical mass of good people within the Azimio coalition. And that is needed to steer the nation in the right direction. I have been in the trenches with the Azimio presidential flag bearer, Comrade Raila Amolo Odinga. At this stage, because that is the struggle language, I will not use Baba, I will say comrade. We've been in the trenches together. We've come a long way in the struggle and fight for liberation in this country, the second liberation, fight for the constitution. And when we have had disagreements, we've been able to lay them on the table, overcome them in the interest of the people of Kenya.
Now, having watched that video, first of all, I want to ask you a question. How do you compare the Martha Karua of 2013 that went all the way to the ballot and the current Martha Karua?
Well, you know, politics with the time things change, okay, and the people change. Times change, politics change, people change, realities dawn on people, realities set in, new players, new friends, and so the Martha Karua of 2013 cannot be the Martha Karua of 2022.
Okay. Yeah. Is she stronger? Is she less stronger right now?
It depends on what you are looking at. In terms of resolve, in terms of being steadfast, in terms of being a reformer, in terms of being a person who wishes the best for this country, she has not changed. She's still steadfast, she's still strong, she has not wavered.
Okay. Yeah. Having listened to what she had to say when she's joining Azimio, what do you make of this move by Martha Karua?
I think I had previously, the day before she moved, I had been on a TV show, I think K24, and I said, Martha Karua is a politician who finds herself in a very awkward position.
Okay.
You can't envy her. The reformer she is, the progressive politician she is, and with a track record, and with everything to show for it. She's a fighter. She's been in the trenches. That's why she referred to Raila as comrade.
As comrade, yeah.
Yeah, because they're comrades. In 2013, she tried to run. Kenyans were looking at this thing in a different picture, and she came out badly in terms of the votes. Come 2017, she lowered herself to go for governor. But again, in doing so, in order to get governor, she went to bed with Uhuru Kenyatta. I mean, in terms of political way, not that a bed.
Okay, you know, people might
think I'm talking about a stupid bed. In other words,
okay,
she supported Uhuru Kenyatta. You could see the agony on her face. There was the side of Raila, the comrade, and there was the side of Uhuru. So she had to go with Uhuru for survival to become governor. It was so painful for her. I could see it. So I was wondering, now that Uhuru is with Raila, and Raila is a comrade, why is she finding it so difficult to join Raila, who is a comrade?
Okay.
And the following day, I saw her joining Azimio. So for Martha Karua, she's in the right place. But why did she delay? She delayed because she feels people are not appreciating her. You see it?
Okay.
She feels she's beyond many of the people who are being considered for things, including running mate. She's far beyond them. Honestly, she's presidential material. She's a person who can change this country, but people seem not to be thinking about. They are looking at things in terms of votes, and she's not bringing much of that. So I think that frustration has kind of disturbed her.
Okay, in her speech, we can hear her saying that she has seen a critical mass of good people in Azimio, and she's in record saying that in both coalitions there are bad people, there are people who have bad history, and now she is coming into Azimio. Is it a choice of picking a lesser evil?
This thing, people and even nations, people find themselves in this situation that you want to bring about change. About change, you need power.
Okay.
Because you don't want to go in the forest to fight. You just want to bring power, to bring change. You want to have state power. So you want to be elected president. You can't do it alone. You need a team. It so happens that quite often, you need some people. They are useful to you in terms of getting power, but they may not have the best of histories. That's what Karua was saying. That if you look in the ODM on the Azimio side, there are people who have dubious records. They are thieves. If you look on the side of Ruto, there are people who are thieves. Even you could find even murderers. But now, on the balance of probability, when she weighs, there are less of those bad people with Azimio than they are with.
She doesn't have much of a choice.
It's not difficult to choose.
Okay, what does this mean to these people who are eyeing for the deputy position? Talk of Kalonzo, talk of Peter Kenneth coming from the mountain. Now Martha Karua is on board. What does this mean to this?
There are many people, including Kalonzo, who are not happy. They are not comfortable. The entry of Martha Karua has unsettled them. They believe Martha Karua has come in with the promise of running mate. This will unsettle them. Many people will not be happy if they are waiting for it. I don't know what Raila has promised any of these people. But now I know for a fact Kalonzo was not promised. But equally I know for a fact he's still hopeful that he will be given. Now I know. For Martha Karua, whether she has been promised or not, I don't know. But I know one thing. I know many of these people will be hesitant to have a Martha Karua as running mate. You know, she's opinionated. She's a strong woman. And looking at how Ruto and Uhuru have worked, one will be hesitant in picking somebody as strong as and as independent-minded as Martha Karua. It will be very difficult. Remember, Martha Karua is a woman who walked out on Moi at a time no man would have ever imagined, leave alone do it. She walked out on Moi with a DP, fist up. Moi, I'm not talking about somebody else, not Gideon Moi. I'm talking of Baba Moi, Daniel Toroitich. That time, the initial stages of multipartyism, around 1990 something, up to 90, I can't remember very well. Martha Karua. Martha Karua is a person with the courage to resign from Kibaki's government. Coming from Mount Kenya, with her own ambitions, resigning from Kibaki's government, telling the Kikuyus, I can do this. That is not a person you can play around. She's too strong. But finally, I think there are two players in this game. There is a side of William Ruto which wants power for 2022. There is a side of Raila which have a long game. The side of Raila is looking at politics beyond 2022. They are looking at a stretch of years in the future of this country. And it's a big game. 2022 is a small thing. And the question you must ask yourself, can Martha Karua fit in that game? The answer must be no. So I doubt that she can be given. But she could be given.
Okay, now what does this mean to the other side? Does it give them a little bit of pressure, especially to have a deputy from the mountain?
The pressure for Ruto to have a running mate from the mountain has always been there. It's not even anything he can think twice about. It's not anything he has an option of. He does not have an option. Ruto has no option but to pick a mountain candidate.
In terms of deputy choice, do they go first, or is it a game? People is one party waiting for the other party to nominate their person so that they can also come? Is it a strategy?
Of course, it's a strategy to find out what does your opponent do, who do they pick, from where, why, what could be the reasons, and then you pick yours after. But at some point, there are timelines. They will have to. But I think the team that will be ready. You know, at some point you get to a point where you are ready, and you just do it. If Ruto becomes ready before Raila, he will just name the running mate. If Raila becomes ready, you know, it's the pieces. He's picking the pieces and putting them where they belong. Once all the pieces are in place, you just name your running mate.
Okay, despite the deputy position for Martha Karua that we are having, she announced that she's vying for the gubernatorial seat of Kirinyaga. Yes. Now, what does this mean to that, what she said she's going to be going for?
You know, if Martha Karua were to go for gubernatorial, then I think, in all fairness, Uhuru will have to prevail on Ngirishi not to run and to put her support behind Martha Karua.
And do you see Ngirichi giving in for this?
It depends on who is asking her. If you are talking about Kibishu and Uhuru Kenyatta, you know, people don't understand politics. You know, people are pretending they have been approached. No, I can see Dennis Itumbi floating names or 32 million. It's not easy for Uhuru to focus on you like this. You must be a very strong person. Very, very strong person.
Okay.
So people like Ngirishi, they are young people. Kibishu and Uhuru sitting down with her, telling her, we are looking at the bigger picture. Let Martha Karua be the governor for now. We know where you fit in the government. She could listen.
And does then this mean that the Kenya Kwanza will have an upper hand in campaigning for the Kirinyaga gubernatorial seat? Because we'll see Martha Karua, she's a national figure. She'll be needed to be all over the country campaigning for Azimio la Umoja.
But there's also a possibility that Martha Karua may abandon her quest and support Ngirishi and say, maybe because in the scheme of things, she's going to be in Raila's government as a big person. You know, initially maybe a powerful minister, and thereafter, when the constitution has been worked on, maybe deputy prime minister, things of that nature. Yeah, it's possible.
I think we'll have to wrap up the conversation on Martha Karua on that. Well, I don't know what you think about the move of Martha Karua moving to Azimio. Well, let us know on the comment section. Well, if you have been watching us and you have not hit the red button, please go ahead and subscribe. Share the content with some of your friends. Tell them that we are doing this every day. Every week we are doing a show. Jadel Kabiro analyzing politics from Monday to Saturday. Richard Mwenda coming in with the business glide, and Marcel Mudo on the street.
And they must surely be good people and join us. Subscribe. And because we love them.
There is also a platform where you can actually join the channel.
Yes.
And be part of us.
Yeah, correct.
Well, till you have this conversation again, my name is Simon Irungo.